Good to going.
Well, what's up, everybody? I guess we're live while Ricky Bobby is growing a Cam Brewer-like mustache. For those that don't know who that guy is, Google it.
Yeah, I got another 16 days for Mustache March. It's an Air Force thing, so we're celebrating retired Colonel Robin Olds.
So it's episode 2 of Weekend Hangover.
Let's go!
I mean, I'm fucking stoked, right? Obviously, came back from Daytona after like doing a whole bunch of work and having to leave early. There's that.
Yeah, there's that.
And what's really funny is like legit, like 10 minutes before we went live on here, I got a text message from Chavi saying that he watched the show last night with Stamboli and he asked me how my shin was. like we were definitely violating OSHA rules, like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, it
well, they had the whole fire extinguisher thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was doing the fire extinguisher. I guess my job there, I do a little bit of social media for the Attack Yamaha boys, but also normally, the last couple of years I've been doing the fire extinguisher and kind of like umbrella duty, I guess.
Duty.
And but Chavi was like super into getting into the whole pit stop thing. And he's like, you need to stand in front of me. I got to have something to hit when I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And yeah, so like I had like a knee pad, but I strapped it around my shin. And
there's your bump stop.
Yeah, he'd roll in, bump against the shin, and then jump off the bike, whatever. And one lap, the Warhorse dudes were kind of blocking the view because they, for whatever reason, were all out on the fucking pit lane. And so it blocked his view. So then he came in at a weird angle and smashed me good, dude. Like, I was like, I held it in and everything, Dustin. But I was like, oh, damn, bro.
You can get taken out. You're not going to be able to ride a bike for a month.
I know. And I was like, dude, I don't know if there's like workman's comp for this.
No. Richard's like
yeah, go fuck yourself. Right? Yeah.
Oh. No, the fire extinguisher thing was apparently you had to be standing on pit wall facing out to the track holding the fire extinguisher. That's the proper way to do it. Because if you were pointing in where everybody else was at behind pit wall, you would spray and the fire would go over the wall. So there was quite a few firemen that were talking about how that was wrong.
Oh, like, really?
A lot of people were standing out there incorrectly.
Yeah, well, all the shit was happening on between the bike and the wall, so I kind of had to be on the other side,
Yeah.
So that's how it kind of works. But the Weekend Hangover, obviously, we get on here, you and I get on here and talk shit about the previous weekend's racing, and we're just talking about Daytona briefly right now.
Yeah.
But there's also like a huge race in the desert somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere that I know quite well.
Yeah, and it was under the lights, like MotoGP, man.
Yeah.
So
gotta bring out the old shirt.
Oh, yeah.
What is that? What is that? Bringing him out back from the dead.
Yeah, dude. You gotta, give props to the MotoGP dudes. They're the OGs. And you're kind of, I don't know what the fuck's going on with your home internet, Ricky Bobby, but you got a little choppiness going on, like you got some Taco Bell internet. There you're kind of like in and out, dude.
Am I? Stand by.
Right, hey, everybody, comment and troll him for having shitty internet.
It should be good.
Okay. You pumped up the volume there?
Yep.
Oh, I guess you need some. Oh, dude, you got to get some aviators and a top hat, according to Irate Barry. So.
Oh yeah. All right. Next time.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah. Noted.
I got you, Barry.
Yeah. So let's go right into the Daytona thing. Let's get that out of the way first.
Yeah.
Obviously, Super Sport. Honestly, I'll be straight up with you. I stopped watching after our shit blew up.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. It was a bit of a snooze fest. We were all waiting in anticipation for Richie Escalante to chase him down, but it just never happened.
He ran out of gas. So
up to the last lap, we were waiting out for him to come back. But I mean, it was just like, can he hunt him down? And it just wasn't the case. He couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a shame. And it was
I walked around Daytona quite a bit during the weekend.
We got all
gotta-
your videos, man. It was some great video action.
Thank you.
You and Hickey.
Dude,
Danielle.
Hickey is so rad. Like, and no shit, like he was a super good sport, Hickey. You know, I walked up to him and like introduced myself, you know, started talking to him a little bit, and he was super down to be on camera. But before I turned the camera on, I was like, bro, I don't know what's going on, but I bet if we like made a couple of phone calls, parked some trailers out there in the impact zone, you'd go faster.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
no, just make it a little bit narrower of a track and he'll feel at home.
Yeah, dude. Exactly. And make it a little bit more dangerous, you know?
Yeah. Maybe some rock wall on the banking.
Yeah, but he was having fun. But you know what, dude? I'll tell you what, man. One of the things I noticed was Kyle Wyman. I went and talked to him. And man, I don't know if you guys know that dude very well, but man, ever since he got that Harley thing, he's been like, he never has like that. He never doesn't have that giant smile on his face.
Yeah, no,
like
he
the dude,
super happy.
He's like so stoked. And you know what, dude? If I went 180 some mile an hour at Daytona on a fucking bagger, I'd have a big smile on my face.
No, man. The whole secret behind his smile is the fact that he doesn't have to run a superbike team. That's the reason.
Dude, that is a fact, bro.
Yeah. All he's got to do is ride the bike. He's got to show up and ride. Yeah. What better way to race a motorcycle?
I thought you were going to say some other reason.
No. We are family friendly to
an extent. Kind of. I mean, yeah, but you know, he's really stoked on what he's got going on, and
yes,
you know, I made sure to let him know. I was like, bro, like you're happier than I've ever seen you. All that. So,
no, it is. It's between that. Him. He's always talked about it was great to go back to Harley since his grandparents had a Harley dealership. Yeah, you know, that whole thing. He started his whole career on Harleys. He had the Harley rental program with the XR 1200s. And then now he's back to factory Harley racing, developing the bike over how many years? It's been like 4 years now.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So I mean, he's won a championship.
You saw he's got a hooligan team now too with his little brother.
Yeah, his little brother.
What's his name? The kid that Hayden Schultz, I think.
Oh yeah, Hayden Schultz.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, there's Kirk, Mr. Wino.
The Wino.
Yeah. What's up, gentlemen?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So
Kirk's coming to my track day on April 1st. So.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Some fun. He said he's got a bottle of wine for me.
Oh, Kirk, dude, you should send me a bottle of wine to give to the wife for putting up with all this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, Chris McCreary. Good point, Chris. Chris points out that we can't forget the Harley Davidson paycheck, right? Like that dude's, he's probably doing pretty well for himself now.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like I can remember when Kyle Wyman looked like he was a little guy, you know, it kind of looked like Justin Bieber, you know, before he got all tatted up.
Still does.
And you know, that dude was like couch surfing at the pro level.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So, dude, I'm genuinely really proud of Wyman.
Him and my homie James Rispoli.
Dude, Rispoli. Now I know why you're really growing the stash. Huh?
Yeah, right? Dude. He sports a pretty solid stash. Like no joke. And he's crushing it, man. He's doing great on the bike. Just really happy for him. Really happy for him. He's been grinding it out ever since he got back from BSB and just trying hard to ride anything. So
yeah. So the baggers, you know, I mean, there was some hitters in that.
There were some hitters, and it was some great racing. The baggers and the hooligans made up for the whole
shit show the
whole snooze fest Daytona 200.
I don't know, dude. It was a good thing that we practiced pit stops like 1,000 times.
Yes.
So we wouldn't, because we got it out of our system.
Yeah.
You know, bike blew up. We didn't have to do them. So
yeah, exactly. You did them all. Maybe if you didn't do them, you'd have them available.
No, if we didn't do them, we you know, it's just the brakes. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Daytona, you never know. That's what they're saying. You got to bring like 5 engines with you just to suffer through the pain. And the whole reason why I never went down there for CCS and Azra was because all I kept hearing was people having to rebuild their motors after going to Daytona. So I'm like,
Right.
why would I want to pay money to go there just to pay more money to rebuild a motor?
Yeah. So Irate Barry's talking about Troy Herfoss being a beast.
Oh yeah,
dude, that guy is a fucking stud, dude.
Both classes, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and Corey West too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He won his first race.
It's like, wow, bro, roll up them sleeves and hurt some feelings, you know.
Jake Lewis also right up there.
Yep.
Yeah, Troy tried to do the whole lag behind and get the 6-way draft, and it just didn't work out. But it was pretty close. It was pretty close. He got up there. It was great racing between the two classes. There's so much mixed emotions about the two classes, and
right.
Where MotoAmerica.
I don't know, dude. But... it's not unique for the area, but I mean, you've been to Bike Week, right?
No, never been.
Really? You're a Bike Week virgin?
Yeah.
Oh, bro. Okay. So, Bike Week is insane because it's basically Sturgis, kind of, Sturgis. So there's like a bunch of lunatics riding around on cruisers and shit, and sport bikes too. Yeah. Stretched out boosters and shit the whole time. And anywhere I went, I was there with Kanye. I could see him in the comments. You might see it. You might read it as Sania, but I did for years, but it's Kanye. And dude, Kanye and I went, we went to the chicken wing spot. Down Main Street, all that. I'll just go out and say that Kanye like kind of helped using head nods and like kind of a, like that kind of thing to avoid a gangbanger situation.
Oh wow!
Because he was wearing blue and this dude at the chicken wing spot was wearing red. So it was kind of weird.
Whoa!
So he had to like diffuse. He diffused the situation with a couple of rando head nods, which was kind of interesting.
He knows his way around.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I mean,
I remember being back in Compton, man.
Yeah. Well, Yeah. So then, but then, dude, we went down to Main Street and we had this little dude like following us. Like, it was so weird.
Did he know who you were?
And I was like looking back. No, dude, he was following us to like rob us or something. I don't know. But, like, we crossed the street and shit, and he like followed, and we're like,
oh man,
okay, yeah. Like, if
makes me want to go.
But dude, the thing is, okay. So aside from that shit, like the reality is, there's all these bikes there. And anybody I talked to everywhere, like it didn't matter where it was, Main Street, anywhere you saw bikes in the hotel parking lot, none of them, most of them don't even know there's a race happening.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, you guys here for the races? They're like, races? What races?
You get your butt to
at
Daytona.
The speedway, like half a block that way. And they're like, what? Like,
they don't even know.
They legit thought that that bike show thing that's on the other side of the speedway, like between Speedway Boulevard and the grandstand thing or whatever, at the sign that says Speedway. Yeah. They thought that was whatever, but wherever, like they never made it inside.
Wow.
So every year I make it a point to be like, dude, you should come check out the races. They're racing baggers now. So
yeah, exactly.
Right?
You figured I always talk to Harley dudes. I'm like, hey, did you check out King of the Baggers or you check out Super Hooligans? Like,
right.
Wait, what? Yeah, no, check it out. Here, it's on YouTube. Go watch it.
Yeah. So. And you know what I found interesting, because I didn't see this last year, is on Main Street there was a giant Indian thing. Like it was like the size of a block. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
Oh yeah. Buell was down there too.
Yeah. Yeah,
Buell was down there with their new cruiser, and they had the Hammerhead and
they
were showing.
I didn't see them because maybe like all the things to see were blocking my view.
Yeah. They usually come in pairs.
Yeah, those things. Yeah, usually. Yeah, about a handful, about this big. I don't know.
Jeez.
I mean, it is this show, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, Daytona, it's just weird. It's weird. Kanye had never been there before either, and he was like, "Dude, I'm not gonna get over it. There's people riding around with no helmet on."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like nobody was wearing.
Well, I live in South Carolina. That's a thing here too.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't notice. But when I was there, I didn't really see too many people riding.
No,
motorbikes.
you didn't. No, you didn't.
You know,
They weren't out. It was a little chilly for that, I think.
yeah, está frío.
Yeah, está frío.
Yeah.
Muy frío.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that the baggers and the hooligans stole the show. Twins Cup was another snooze fest. Gus
I mean,
just jumped
you
out.
got to give props to Gus Rodeo, and I'm gonna tell you, I had a pretty good chat with Gus's dad, Kevin in the pits, and I actually know the secret to his speed because he had Oliver Anthony in his pit.
Oh,
well, it wasn't really Oliver Anthony, but it was a dude that looked exactly like that guy, like, you know, kind of chubby.
Did he have a guitar? And he was
with a big beard. Yeah, the only thing he was missing was the twangy guitar thing. You know, like Kanye was like, I don't know who that is. I'm like, I'm not surprised you don't know who that is.
It's Oliver Anthony.
And so
he's
then
kind of a big deal in West Virginia.
Then I later showed Kanye like what Oliver Anthony looks like, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that's totally
him."
So yeah,
is that the dude who works for Robham? I think his name's Matt. Sure. Not Matt Spicer, but there's another guy with like a ginger dude with a beard.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's the guy who works for Robham.
Yeah, so that's you know, Gus Rodeo's secret.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't tell nobody though.
Yeah. Richmond, north of Richmond.
Right. Dude, he should totally make stickers and shit for that.
Yeah, so I do. The only thing I really wanted to talk about, I guess, because my boys are crew chief, but Kayla's performance. What did you think? Dude, what was your honest opinion?
Honestly, like I told you at the beginning, you know, I kind of stopped watching after the first lap.
Yeah.
So I was kind of busy doing the Daytona Death March while the race was happening.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think she did pretty damn well for her first time. I believe she got 12th. She finished 12th. She was in there battling, even though PJ was like kind of timed back. He was still in the group with Corey.
Yeah.
And her, and I can't remember who the other person was in that mix, but they were all kind of, I think Hickman was in there for a little bit until he, until his bike broke, but they were all kind of hanging around, and she was mixing up with them, and she was doing a heck of a job for her first time around Daytona and never being there, never seeing the place. I was pretty awesome.
They were kind of in the next couple of garages over from us, and you know, I guess the boys were working Friday night.
Yeah.
And, dude,
they were all having problems with their bikes.
Dude, I think her bike caught fire.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't talk about that stuff, but I may go talk to my homie about it.
Yeah, I mean,
I get all the good stories, but I can't talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, look,
you know how it is.
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, no, they don't. Richard doesn't tell me anything because I got a big mouth. So. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, you know, I don't know what happened or whatever, but I guess they put it out, and obviously they fixed it because she was out there on the grid and she raced. So
yeah,
she
Corey
did pretty well.
And
she was in. I think she was in one of those videos I posted. I you know, had the camera.
No, you did.
And she was just like, the first words out of her mouth, which you gotta love, is that like she had just got done riding the super sport bike for the first time, and the first words out of this kid's mouth is how fast the thing is.
Yeah.
And I was like, like she's kind of a badass.
Oh, she's awesome. She's awesome. I think it's awesome that they're not really. Oh, I was a little. JP came across saying that Jessica Capizzi was the only female in the class, and I was like, ooh. That was
I wasn't listening to
but it has nothing to do about her being a girl. She's a badass racer, period. Doesn't matter what gender, she is a badass racer, and she needs 100%. To be celebrated as such.
100%. And you know what? I mean, maybe with a little bit of time and some development in that particular class and, you know, big bike level, you know, I mean, these things
already doing 50, if I remember correctly, she was doing 15s at Jennings, which is that pretty stinking fast.
Is it?
The lap record's like a 13.
Yeah, I forget what her lap time was at Daytona, but I mean, I'm sure it wasn't.
She had to be in the low 50s.
Yeah.
Like 51s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody else
like, Pinky saying about the Rahal team, you know, they did a great job.
Yes.
You know, they did a great job.
Yeah.
Oh shit, look at this. We got some dude like jumping in on us, man.
Oh, who is it?
Is it really? I think it's that Mega dude.
Oh, Mega. What's up?
What is happening?
Hey, everybody. Again, Weekend Hangover, and Chris, the show Simcoe from Pin the Gas podcast, is jumping in and joining us tonight. A little surprise host. I don't know what to call this.
Guest. He's a guest.
Yeah, the three amigos.
Chris, have you been watching this crap before you jumped in?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Good for you.
So,
man.
what are your thoughts on the shit at Daytona?
Oh man, dude, what a race. I don't even know where to begin. It was
Which one?
yeah, right? Which one exactly? Man, I was happy. You guys know I'm a huge Ducati fan, so I'm glad Ducati won, right?
Yeah.
Not saying so much about the rider. Come on, let's just keep it real, right? But it's well deserved, right? Man,
Dude,
I really
that
wanted
guy,
to see.
Look, it's no secret that there ain't any love lost between me and that dude. But I will say this: the dude is fucking talented, and he did what he had to do at Daytona. Like,
Dude,
the dude,
he was screaming in the 49s almost the whole race.
oh yeah, dude, the guy was like camping
Without trashing
yeah.
the tire. That was the big deal. He was
Yeah,
throwing 49s all the way to
and
the end.
he was able to respond to another rider's advances.
Yep.
So say what you will. I mean, pretty much hate the guy, but at the same time, I have respect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, his team owner can suck it though.
Right?
So you really feel.
Well, I mean, I've been standing there. I told you. I told Richard last night, but I was talking to my buddy Alan outside their pit, and he was like, "Can you go over there?" And I'm like, "What, dude?" Like, I didn't even like.
You're one of those guys.
Yeah, like I was so caught off guard by it, like I didn't even know how to react to it, But
I had somebody tell me to get out of their pits because I was wearing a different shop shirt.
Yeah, well, I wasn't in their pit.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's not
whatever.
Cool.
It is what it
Right.
is. It's typical out of that pit. So
yeah, pretty
whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot of strange energy for sure
Dude,
around the pits.
There
Dude,
was.
it is, man. Every time I go by there, it's just strange energy. So
yeah, what's funny, dude? Like I'll say this, like, I've been worried about this guy for a couple years because of health and whatever. But dude, Chuck Giacchetto looked like he'd probably lost like 15 pounds.
Oh yeah,
dude, you could actually see his neck.
Oh dang.
Yeah, no shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, man. He's like, I'm down to like, he's down to a regular XL instead of a double.
Yeah. Hey, dude, that's something. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was pretty stoked to see that. Like I said, super been worried about that guy for a couple years, and he's had a few health scares. I'm sure that like have directed him to make dietary edits.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I'll tell you what though. Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say, man, I was glad to see Richard Cooper and Peter Hickman here in America.
Oh, dude.
Right?
Hickey's
the man.
That dude is so gigantical. Like,
people don't realize, yes, dude, he's big. But I met him.
What are you doing on a super smart bike, dude?
Right?
Yeah, enormous.
I saw him standing next to Kirk, and that was Kirk looked small compared to him.
Dude, yeah. I mean, the guy, when he shook my hand, I had to like look down to make sure my hand was okay after.
Yeah, it's a big dude on a little bike.
Man, he's
deceptively tall.
Hickey kind of had that like gorilla bear on a tricycle vibes.
Oh, like Petrucci?
Something like that. Yeah.
I can see that.
Petrucci in person. He's a big dude.
He is a big dude. But Richard Cooper did good there for a while, right?
Yep.
He was up in fifth for a little bit. I was like,
he hung with the lead pack for as long as he could until he tossed it.
Yeah.
Daytona is such a different race than any other race.
32 riders made it to the finish line.
Yeah, out of what, 67 something?
Yeah.
So, it's a unique race, and I think it's awesome that the Daytona 200 is bringing out the international faces again.
Yeah, the Yart boys.
Yeah, dude. And no shit, like, I mean, I published a thing with Oscar Solis from Pirelli earlier.
Yes, my homie.
Yep. And dude, like, he was straight talking about, I think there was 18 Pirelli riders in the 200.
Third and third.
But then there was like a pretty healthy Bridgestone thing.
Yep. Yeah,
And there was like a rumor
True
going
Love
around.
Boys.
Yeah,
The True Love Boys were on the Bridgestones.
well, there was a rumor going around the the Yart guys too, I think.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
but there was a rumor going around the paddock like, oh yeah, Bridgestone's going to take over the spec tire thing in the U.S. And I'm like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of that if that were to happen?
I've had some long conversation with Oscar about that when we were hanging out at Charlotte Super Motocross, and we were talking. I was like, oh, so what do you think about like the whole spec tire thing? You guys gonna try to put your name in the hat? He goes,
he's all no.
Nah, don't need to. It's a pain in the ass. He's
Yeah.
like, we're good. We're good. We don't need. We don't. I think he said they still had the majority share of all the tire sales in the U.S., even though they weren't a spec tire.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I think
Pirelli rider.
right. I mean, I think it would be great for the sport to have actually an old tire wars back. Bridgestones, and Dunlops, and Pirellis. I think it's good for the sport. It's good for the brands, and it benefits people on the street. Pushes everybody further ahead.
Well, it also
Pirelli.
benefits the teams because they could they can get sponsorship. Guys like, I'm sure like a dude like Stefano Mesa, for instance, like that dude.
He gets a lot of love from Pirelli.
Yeah. Do you think that dude was if the tire thing was open, do you think that dude wouldn't be rocking the P tires?
Oh yeah.
100%. Sure.
And I know there's
how many lap records across the country at Pirellis?
Well, there's that certain team that has the number 1 plate stuff, like that team.
Yeah.
They'd probably be running Pirellis too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely they would.
But then I mean, I don't really know anybody that runs Stones out here, but I mean, they seem to be all right.
Well, the Stones are the only ones paying contingency.
Is that right?
Arma's a big Bridgestone. Like I almost thought about it until Oscar gave me the email. I was like, hey, you got some support for Pirelli. I was like, yeah, buddy. So but they give up like $150. Probably a couple $100 a weekend if you race on the Stones in Arma.
When the Chuck Wallace series started, the guy that's the tech dude now at MotoAmerica, Teague had this business called Cycle Mall, and dude, that guy went full on elbow deep into the Bridgestone thing. Dude, Bridgestone was paying so much money.
Yes,
and it was ridiculous, dude. It was obscene. And he converted a lot of people until the money kind of dried up. And then he was like full on practiced the shove away.
Yeah, because I mean that's a lot of reasons why. Like I had a buddy who used to race Wera and CCS, and he raced on Bridgestone specifically for the tire money. That was the only reason why he did it, and he actually did fairly well because the tires about a half a second off. The top tires, but I mean in club racing, they're all pretty much the same. You ain't gonna get that last 10% out of the tire that the high level guys get, where everybody else is pretty much level across the board. So
you know what? I'm gonna take this opportunity to talk about my new watch.
Hey, that is a good looking watch. What brand watch is that?
This is a Rockwell watch. If you go to rockwelltime.com. If you want 20% off, you can enter the discount code capital T, capital D, capital Z, the number 20. And that'll save you 20%.
Man, I was checking out their sunglasses. They offer sunglasses as well.
Yeah, they don't just have watches, and that discount code works for all the shit that they sell, not just the watches, which is great.
I'm definitely getting a pair of sunglasses because they look pretty sick.
Yeah, and by the way, this particular watch is the Commander Elite.
Oh, nice. Is it automatic?
I don't know, dude.
Like self-winding?
Is it self-winding?
No, it's got a battery in it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Nice. I used to have a Rockwell, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, really? I had the
Tell me all about how you used to have a Rockwell, Chris.
Yeah, man, it was really
story,
good.
I know whatever it is, the story's gonna be mega. Go ahead.
Absolutely, it's mega. No, I got one at the dealership I used to work at. It was orange. It was the Coliseum, I think it is. It was. Yeah. It was a good watch until I ran over it in my car. Changing the oil, left it underneath the tire.
Changing the oil?
Changing the oil.
You
like
hey,
that,
man.
right? Yes.
Hey, man. You changed the oil.
Hey, man. I was changing the oil.
Dude, you guys know I'm Southern as shit too, right? But I lived in California for a long time, and Every time I talk to you two idiots, I talk Southern. It's great.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, man.
I tell you
there
what.
was a whole cluster of weekend. I think Daytona was a pretty solid success for the whole series, and I do think that with the baggers shining, and the Twins Cup, there was some good racing with the Twins Cup too, because they had Rocco with the new G8 out there. He was crushing it pretty damn good.
Rossi Moore on the one. Rossi Moore was on the same thing.
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is that kid? Oh yeah, that's that kid that Simcoe was like.
Yep.
Simcoe's podcast is like all about British Superbike shit and Junior Cup.
Yep. We need that. We need that.
And dude, did you guys see that little clip that I did with Eli Block? I posted on TikTok.
Yeah.
He did the key features.
Yeah.
Have you seen that shit where he does?
He's hilarious.
Oh my god, dude! I literally talked to him. He's like, "What's up, D?" And I was like, "Bro, let me get the camera out. Can you do some key features on Daytona pit stops?" And then he just riffed. Dude is awesome, man. He should do stand-up for sure.
Oh,
yeah.
He's definitely got a career ahead of him in stand-up. That dude is funny.
He is. He absolutely funny. But yeah, dude, listen, the Twins Cup was an absolute awesome race. Gus Radio murdered it right in both races.
Yeah.
Avery the Lap Slayer Dreyer, he ended up crashing out on the second one. The Lap Slayer Dreyer, you like that, don't you?
Christ, dude.
Yeah.
You got nicknames for everybody, right? Yeah.
This guy has all the nicknames. I think he's in charge of the nicknames now for now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
They should call you and be like, right, Chris, give me a good nickname.
And he's not using Chat GPT to get it done either.
No.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. But yeah, it was good. I think the Twins Cup is going to be a proper battle this year. Gus Radio is actually in it to win it, hands down. And of course, again, Avery's not messing about. None of them are. Rocco Landers,
Avery is
Rossi Moore, all of them. So it's going to be battle, clash of the Titans for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I was telling Ricky Bobby before we went live that I had a pretty cool nickname for Chavi. But then I couldn't use it because of what happened. So I was like, I'll say it here. I don't care. It was the bomb diffuser.
The bomb diffuser.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, because like in the movies, the diffuser guy always clips the wire or whatever, like 1 second to go. And that was kind of Chavi's effort in Q2. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wanted to say that on the show last night. I was like, but that's what it was. And it's unfortunate that happened, and hopefully that we figure out what it is.
For you, brother. We were all
I'd like to go down there, honestly, because I think they just pushed that thing aside and they're like full superbike mode now.
Oh,
so maybe if I go down there and talk nice to them, they'll let me pull that engine out and take a look inside.
Ooh,
right.
Because I mean, I could use some more art
supervision,
some more art on the wall.
Yeah.
Don't you have?
I've got a piston. Well, it's not really. No, I don't have a piston. I have like a busted connecting rod and
rod. That's what
like busted rod bolt mounted on a board back there. So
I was standing next to. I was standing on the hill at turn 2 when he coasted in with the bike on fire.
Oh shit!
Last year, yeah. I was standing there with my buddy Sean. I was like, "Oh, hey, there goes Cam. Oh, wait, he's on fire. Oh, crap, he's on fire."
You're like, "Oh my god, he's on fire, Ricky Bobby. Help me, Tom Cruise.
Jump."
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, it was wild.
Yeah. So that's how it is, man. But I don't know. I mean, Daytona, I love going there. Honestly, I have a great time there every year, and it's like I have this tradition with the KYT Mafia dudes. TJ, TJ, we end up going to this spot. It's tradition now. It's like 3 years in a row.
TJ's the wing spot with the honey mustard sauce?
No, dude, it's this spot is the Thai food place. And he orders for everybody. He orders for everybody in that.
Have
great.
Fun with that.
What are you talking about, bro? It's great. You're wrong.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Thai food's awesome.
You can, two out of three. 2 out of 3 members of the Weekend Hangover episode 2 disagree with Ricky Bobby, but that's
absolutely
okay.
Ricky Bobby. 2 thumbs down.
Yep.
Much for that kind
he can be wrong. Yeah.
Oh, you see that rain? Look.
Yeah.
Watch. Yeah, that was cool. I don't know how I did that, but
I don't know how you did it either.
Dude, I learn new shit using StreamYard all the time. Like you can do a heart emoji and hearts pop up, right? Look at that.
You know what, man?
Look at that.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. You know, and
He said Jesus Christ.
He's gonna start doing chyrons and shit. Like, whatever, dude.
Yeah. Oh man. So should we move on to
let's do GP stuff. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, I didn't really watch shit except for I watched the GP race on the way home today. You know,
wow.
So yeah, I was driving. Yeah, I was driving and watching the GP race.
I was listening to it on the way.
Dangerous and irresponsible, but I sure do love MotoGP.
I was
right.
I was listening to it on the way home from the track on Sunday. So,
well, it's kind of easy to watch it when you're sitting in LA traffic.
Yes.
So it's like a parking lot. So.
I was on I-95 traffic watching it. So yeah, about the same.
Yeah.
So pretty much the GP, the first GP of the year, lot of hype. And the one guy that we were all hyping about, I think he came through with the hype.
That dude delivered, right?
You're talking about Baby Jeebus, right?
Baby Jeebus.
Oh, Baby Jeebus, baby. That's right. Absolutely.
But hey, the GP commentator guy called it, right? In the beginning, because the announcer guys would not shut they had their tongue so far up at that kid's ass. It was ridiculous.
It was.
I'm ready for them to go.
Yeah, dude. And then they throw it down to Krafar, and Krafar was like, yeah, dude, let's see how he does later in the race.
Yeah.
Right.
Still on that last.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the speed and he's rolling, and that's impressive. But let's see what he does with the tires at the end of the race. And
did you guys see the quote about what he talked about? What it felt like passing Marc Marquez.
Yeah, having sex for the first time, thinking you know what you're gonna do, but at the end of it,
that?
I don't know shit. Yeah, dude, he's a legend already. Absolutely.
It was like
makes me like that kid even more.
Oh, dude, he's awesome.
Yeah, losing my virginity was the first time passing.
Oh my
Marquez.
god,
it was awesome.
I mean, it was. You got to admit. I mean, even though like Krafar called it, the kid faded because he burned up his tires, right?
Yeah.
But the fact is, he brought the shit to Marquez.
Yep.
Like some 19-year-old kid just goes and he kind of
on a gas bike.
On a gas bike, he
That's
kind of did to Marquez, kind of a little bit what Marquez did to Rossi.
Oh, he did exactly what Marquez did to Rossi his first race.
So you know what, dude? Marquez has had that shit coming.
Yep.
Oh, dude,
you know,
hey, everybody at the top always has it coming. I don't care who you are.
Dude.
One day it's going to be your
100%.
time. So
100%.
you're going to look over your shoulder and this 18-year-old punk's just going to blow by you and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
So, and then Crash Fest happens. Boom, boom.
Oh, dude. Yeah. And then, speaking of Crash Fest, Jack Miller. I mean, right?
Oh, super bummed, man. That was super bummed.
Yeah.
Listen, Miller better watch out.
Dude, he chucked this shit into the scenery early, too.
Yeah, second
lap 2. Yep.
Yeah.
Lap 2 he did. Yeah. He, Baby Jeebus is coming for that spot. If Miller don't really step up his game, I'm telling you right now, he's going to be on gas or ASBK or World Superbike.
No, he'll be on World Superbike. He'll get
Jack Miller?
Alvarez.
Yeah.
Alvarez.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Jack Miller is definitely.
If I was Jack Miller, I'd go to World Superbike.
Yeah, dude.
Why not?
Yeah.
They're all having a way better time over there.
Maybe because he's getting a bigger paycheck right now.
For
he's
sure.
a factory rider for sure.
Yeah, but he'll get a decent paycheck when he goes to the World.
Yeah, I mean, anywhere that dude goes, he'd probably go back to Ducati.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Get Alvaro's spot. He's still got a great relationship with those dudes.
Oh yeah, and Alvaro's supposed to retire, I think, at the end of this year.
Oh, Bautista's gonna punch out.
Yep, that's what I've been.
I mean, he is like 40 and change, right?
Yeah, but dude, he's double time champ. So
yeah, bro.
One point. How dope was it to see not Tardarasi, but Paolo Ciabatti at Daytona?
Yeah,
I have to say it was pretty awesome.
I thought that was rad.
Awesome.
Yeah,
so,
that's awesome.
The Ducati Cup. Holy crap!
I mean, dude, I don't really look at it that way. I mean, if it was the Ducati Cup, it would have been like a whole bunch of Ducatis at the front and then everybody else. But you got the fucking dive bomber.
Yeah, he was
14 second.
He was.
Right?
He was hanging in there, man.
Yeah.
And
everybody kept talking shit about Franco Morbidelli too, right? And I was like, dude, he hurt himself. He was out the whole season. Said that was the first time he threw his leg over the bike, right?
Yeah.
But I think
what is he riding again? Is he riding
Pramac Ducati.
Pramac
Oh, is he
yeah.
Brian
Yeah,
Brown? Okay.
yeah, he's Jorge Martin, which the Martinator. He's my pick for the
He's your
title
pick?
this season.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's
Wow,
Lily's
right out the
pick,
rip.
too.
Yeah, right off the rip.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to bet against
It's hard.
the dude
It
as
is.
a number one plate for a couple of years, and he just threw down and just
Big
reminded everybody why he's got the number one plate. I think.
He doesn't
Yeah,
care
but-
about the points on Saturday. He cares about the points on Sunday.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's still the first race, and there's 40 races left to
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
And he
38 races,
mushroom
so
printed everybody.
He did.
Yeah. So
No,
I
he
mean,
did.
he's like, feel that tapping on your shoulder.
Yeah, but listen, this year he's got Baby
That's
G.
the weight of my number one
too,
plate.
Nah,
or-
right? So there's new
won't
blood
be
in the
there.
water.
He won't.
No,
be there
I'm not
for a
saying
little
he's
while.
going to win, right? He's
Yeah.
not. I think Baby Jeebus will probably finish in the top 6 or 7 for sure.
Martinator's going to give him a good time if he stays up on the bike.
yeah.
Dude, Martinator
That-
to me, he's got one of the most raw talents in
So
Yeah.
what the
MotoGP.
fuck happened with the Aprilia dudes?
Well,
Bad
you
start
mean
for
you
Nav.
about,
always.
Fernandez's shit took. I mean, they had to
Oh,
pause
both
the
track house
start,
bikes.
dude. Like,
Yeah.
Both
what?
track house bikes were done.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well,
Davide
also
Brivio's first day
Espargaro
on
and
the job.
Espargaro and what's the captain
Mav.
qualifier? What's his name?
Maverick.
Maverick
Oh,
Vinales.
yeah, Maverick. Yeah, Maverick.
Yep.
I'm really good in qualifying, and I suck balls in the races.
No, he can't
Champion
start.
of
Like, why did-
testing.
Like,
He
what
sucks
is
at
that?
starts.
Why does Maverick even have a ride? You know?
Because of Aleix.
Oh yeah.
He's got the
Yeah,
right.
they're-
That's his homie.
Yeah.
Him
You
and
gotta watch-
Martin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to watch MotoGP Unlimited on Amazon. They tell the
Yeah.
whole story in it.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
well,
have you guys seen the picture of Martin and Aleix Espargaro kissing each other in the mouth at a party?
what?
Yeah,
No.
you guys ain't seen it? Yeah.
No,
Well, I'm
dude.
gonna have to find it and send it to you guys.
Like,
Is it
you
the
know,
same
the
as the
initials to
Marquez?
the Talkin motorbike shows is
No, it's like
TMB, not TMZ. Just
Yeah,
making
yeah.
sure
Well,
you get that.
I'm just saying they're homies.
Chris is all about. What did Nikki
homies.
say? What did Nikki say? Hey man, you gotta quit watching all them tabloids.
That's right.
right?
What he said. Yeah.
Yeah,
The tabloids.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I mean, that shit's whatever, but I mean, for the first round to have,
yeah, that was not good.
Like-
they were looking really strong.
I mean, they
in-
looked worse than, you know, the
No, they
team
looked
board.
strong in practice
I mean,
and qualifying, and then
Yeah.
Aleix
Yeah.
was tipped for the race win.
yeah,
Because he had
did
the
you-
best race pace.
Yep.
Did you guys see all the tabloid shit about the possibility of Quartararo leaving?
Yes.
Dude, yeah,
and
absolutely.
Aprilia would be the next spot. I
Man.
wonder whose spot he's going to take.
Um,
El
Probably-
Capitan or Maverick.
probably
Well, either
Maverick.
one, it'd be better
Yeah.
than either of them.
Yeah, I think Oliveira
Quartararo's-
is really good.
It just sucks. Like,
Yeah.
it sucks the Japanese manufacturers in MotoGP they've like missed the mark for a couple
Well,
years now.
Well, think about back in the day, though, the Japanese won everything and the Europeans didn't. The tides have
Yeah.
turned, right? And then it'll
Right.
eventually go back. But I
But
also
dude,
think
you got to think that Yamaha and Honda are humongous, and Ducati and KTM and Aprilia are like
arrow.
this big.
It's all arrow, man.
Oh, you think they think Yamaha and those guys need to add more wings?
No, they just need better stuff.
I think they put all
Seriously.
their eggs
Yes,
in one basket
okay,
for
everybody,
too
we're
long.
gonna send a memo to Yamaha and Honda and those guys, and hey, just a heads up, Ricky
There is
Bobby
a
said they need
lot of
better
talk
stuff.
about- Yes.
better. arrow,
There
for
is when the bike's on the side, they have all the arrow designed to create
Yeah.
vacuum effect
Yeah,
while it's leaned over. I mean,
yeah,
they should just ditch it all.
Yeah,
Ditch
dude,
it
I
all.
agree. Get rid
Go
of
back
all
to
the
old
fucking
school.
arrows, the ride height devices. Ditch all that bullshit. Get it
Yeah.
out of here.
Well, the thing
Facts.
is, it's like that. Ricky Bobby and I were talking about that in the last episode of Weekend Hangover. Is that what attracts me so much to World Superbike and even MotoAmerica Superbike is that the motorbikes are still motorbikes. You know, they're not fucking Formula One cars. You know,
right?
like how many wings do we need? All of them, apparently.
Right.
Yeah.
And how many buttons you need and levers on it? Like,
Yeah.
you see a MotoGP bike, like I don't even know where to fucking begin.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, B.
It's select start, right?
Unlimited lives.
Unlimited. Contra,
Pinky
baby,
makes up
let's
a
go.
good point with Superbike. All the European bikes are up front. The Japanese bikes are not.
Are they though?
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
now it's BMW.
I mean, in World
Ducati.
Superbike so far, yeah.
Yeah, BMW,
We'll see.
Ducati.
We'll see.
Well-
Saw the testing.
Yeah,
Looks all right.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
you know, in
absolutely.
America, there's a number one plate been on a Japanese bike for the last 4 years, actually.
4
so-
years.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
ever been on a European bike.
No, it
since,
hasn't, because they've thrown the kitchen sink at that team, and they still come out under.
Well, even in the past, all the way back to Ben Bostrom.
Matt Mladen
Oh,
and
yeah.
all them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bostrom
Well, Ben
took the
Bostrom
number
was
one-
riding a Ducati and
Yep, he
winning
was.
that. Yep.
when he
But,
won it,
you know,
and then
No, he
rolled
did.
over
He
Honda,
won the championship. Ben Bostrom did him on a Ducati in '99.
and then went over to Honda and took the number one plate over to Honda.
Same thing that Tommy Birdwell did in
like-
BSB he left PBM Ducati after he won the title. And this year he's on HRC Honda and he's taking the number one plate with him. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like Xavi Flores rocking the number one plate on RR6 last week.
Right.
That was pretty sweet.
It
That
was.
pretty sweet.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
He should have a
So-
ride for sure.
dude, he should.
Absolutely.
That's the cruel reality of our sport, dude. We talked about it quite a bit, right? Like, even with JD Beach when I had him on the show, but
Yep.
you could be the man and you could win fucking everything, and then the next season you're couch surfing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, look at Loris.
Norris Baz.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I'm telling you what. I talked to him a little bit over the weekend, and he looks fit, dude. I didn't get him on film because I didn't want to get that,
Yeah,
in the background or whatever.
Yeah,
but
You could have edited that shit out, man. Come
nah,
on.
dude, I'm still learning, bro.
Me too. That's why I do
Like,
my shit
I mean,
live. Yeah.
Look, much like this show, my video editing skills is pretty unprofessional.
Space. Yeah, mine too. I'm like, what the fuck? do I
Intentionally
do?
so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, I just learned how to do it on what is it? Cap It or whatever it is. I just finally learned how to do edit my little videos on there, and I thought I was proud. And that's super simple.
Oh, Kanye says he'll show me how to do it. Thanks, Kanye. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yep. And then Dustin will have to show me how to do it for sure.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Dude,
I
it makes
do
my
it
head
live
hurt,
and
man.
raw.
I was like editing a video with Halverson today, and I was like, before I publish it, I'm like sending it to him to make sure it's cool. Like, hey man, we're cool with this, right? So
Right.
yeah,
That's why I hate the send button. It's it when it uploads.
yeah. Well, it's uploaded, but it's
Yeah.
not public yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Well, that's
He
just a
likes to
click of
keep
a
them in
button.
the file
Bam.
cabinet.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Keep 'em on
So
side. So listen,
Yeah.
let me ask you two this, man. Who's your pick for MotoGP this year? You already heard mine, the Martinator,
bro,
Bobby and Dustin. I know it's early, right? And it's hard to tell.
Super early. It's
but-
super early. And
Who do I think and who do you
I'm
want?
gonna let Ricky Bobby go
Both.
first.
All right.
Both. Who do you think and who do you want?
Yeah. Who do I want?
Yeah.
Oh man. As much as I'm a huge Miller fan, I would like to see Brad Binder. I would like to see
Facts.
Brad Binder.
Yep.
I think he's riding the wheels off that KTM. They got a lot of speed now. They got a lot of corner speed. He was able to keep up for the most part. They just
Yeah.
got to work on the tire wear. I think
Yeah.
they've always had a downfall with the tire wear.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
haven't been able to make it work, or Ducati's been able to save their tires. Who do I know is going to win it? It's going to be Pecco. It's going to do the deed again.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna go with that too. I really would love to see Jorge Martin get one, get the number one plate championship and all that. But I gotta say, man, like I told Simcoe earlier, it's hard to bet against Bagnaia, man. Like, there's a reason why the number one plate's on his bike, and
Again.
he showed it again.
Yeah.
So
I can't disagree. And one more thing, I think Jorge Martin's going to jump ship from Ducati this year too. He's super pissed off because he didn't get to ride. He got picked over Bastianini and all the antics that went on last
And
year.
they're going to cut his
between the
pay.
factory team. Honestly, this is my prediction. Okay, I think he's either going to end up at Aprilia. Okay, I think he would be a good fit for Aprilia. Y'all two look at me like that. Fine. I think.
No, I'm not looking at you
Yeah.
weird. I think
No,
it's a
I
good
just
call.
think
it's on the
Yeah.
internet, so we can go back to it and be like, "Oh, Chris was
Is this
wrong."
what? Is this?
Yeah,
what
you
you're
fucked
on?
up.
Is this TMZ for motorbikes? Is that what you're reading?
Yeah.
No,
Dude.
I'm just saying. I think that I think he'd be a good fit at Aprilia for sure. His riding style, I think, would suit it very well.
Smooth. Yeah, he's kind of
Yep.
like he's like the other Jorge.
Yep. And obviously Fabio, I think he's going to say body Yamaha too. So, but we'll see.
Well,
That's
I
just
mean,
my
Fabio
prediction.
and
That's what the
Jorge
tabloids are all
on the same
saying.
team, huh?
No, I don't think. I mean, honestly, I don't know where Fabio would go. To be honest with you, I don't think he'd suit the Ducati. I just his style to me
No,
just
he'd be
is
great on
totally
the
opposite.
Aprilia.
I think he
good
would
on
be
the
You
good
don't
on the
think-
Aprilia
You
or the
don't think a
KTM.
professional? You don't think a professional of that dude's caliber could pretty much get on anything and go fast
I still think
at that level?
there's bike
World champion
preference.
level?
I think there's bike preference still for that
It
last
is.
2-3% that you need.
You don't think he'd go quicker?
Oh, I think he'd go quicker on an Aprilia.
You don't think he'd win?
On an Aprilia,
On
yeah.
Aprilia, yeah. I don't think he'd do it on the KTM. I don't think it
I don't know,
suits him.
dude. I
Maybe.
honestly, I think Quartararo would fucking win on just about anything that's capable of winning.
Except for the Honda. Ain't nobody
I
winning
said-
on a Honda.
I did say capable of winning.
Yeah, capable. You're right.
Come on, man.
But yeah, no,
Keep
you're good.
up. Come on.
Keep
It's
up,
a
right. Keep up with the times.
Rapido.
Well,
Right.
he was the
Under
only
day.
guy winning on the Yamaha
Yeah.
or taking the fight to Mark in 2019.
Oh, he absolutely.
Only guy.
I mean,
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
guy.
perfection, right?
On a
there.
Patronus.
Yes.
I mean,
On a
Sub-tier bike.
satellite. Yep. On a Patronus. Absolutely. So
yeah, I
yeah.
mean, the last year that he was winning Quartararo was winning races, like we started seeing holes in the armor there, and it's like they haven't fixed it.
Let me ask you a question. So, do you think riding the speed up bike had anything to do with his success? Moving up.
Oh, the Moto 2?
You talking
From
about
Moto 2 to
Quartararo?
MotoGP? Yeah, from Moto 2 to MotoGP, because I'm leading up to another question.
Okay, probably. I mean, those guys, the level of competition in Moto 2 as well, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah, but he didn't
won
do
at
much in
Catalu-
Moto 2 though.
He won in
didn't do much.
Catalunya on that
He
bike.
did.
And that bike
He
sucked.
did. It did.
That bike sucked. It was great
It's
on
like a
the tires. It was great.
Boscararo or whatever.
Yeah.
Boscascuro.
Yeah.
So he was
Boston
able to
Ford,
go. He was able to go fast on a shit bike, and that's what made him be.
Well, that bike's specific because the way the frame was, and it went all the way to the end, and it kept the tires all the way to the end, and then you watch them come, like
Right.
the Aprilias did, where they'd save the tire, and then you'd see him coming. And he managed to stay up front at Catalunya that year. He won. It was the year he won the race, which got him the ride at Petronas.
Yeah.
There's another guy coming through on that same bike who's actually been winning races.
Fernman, Aldegar.
Yeah, Fermin
Abs-
Aldegar.
Yep.
I think he's going to
Absolutely.
do something when he gets to MotoGP because he's got that. I think he's got the Pramac ride.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
does.
I'll be honest with you. I can't talk shit about Moto 2 or 3 because I haven't watched it yet. So
That's
I was the
okay.
MotoAmerica guy, dude. So
Yeah.
for this episode,
That's all good.
Yeah, it's
I didn't get to watch the race either, but I know that's been the talk. Is
Oh, yeah.
Fermin's got the nod. Although I think Alonso Lopez is a better rider, but he still needs a little bit more time to mature.
Yeah. I personally feel like, God damn it, if you're gonna move to MotoGP, you got to win the Moto 2 world title, and that's it. If you want to
Wow,
go,
dude.
that's what it is.
that's
yeah.
a very high fucking bar, dude.
I mean,
but Quartararo proved you wrong, brother.
but listen, but that's very
won a
far and few
championship.
between, though. You know what I'm saying? Who else
Dude,
has done it?
First of all, winning a championship in MotoGP is pretty few and far between. How many people are on the grid
It
and haven't
is.
won a race yet?
Taka Nakagami, and he's been there for like 19 years.
Hey, you see what I'm saying?
So
Oh yeah.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
Honda, what do you guys think about Honda? You think they'll turn it around this year some with Luca Marini and Mir?
He was dead last.
Yeah,
He was
both
the
of
only
them.
reason he wasn't last was because Miller crashed out.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's Chunky Buns commenting.
He said BMW is. I pay attention to BMW.
Do you?
I would love to see BMW MotoGP. I think it would be great.
Dude, that would be interesting. What
Yep.
what team do you think, or would they allow another team in, or is it like
They should.
Formula One
Suzuki's
where
not
they-
there no more. Get rid of two
Oh,
of
yeah.
the Ducatis and bring fucking BMW in.
Yeah, that
I mean,
makes
it's
sense.
simple. Yeah, it's simple.
Yeah.
So
Trackhouse-
to me, Ducati's got an advantage in MotoGP, and the reason why I say that,
Absolutely.
they got 8 bikes, so you got
Yeah.
all calipers of rider and all this fucking data, right?
Yeah, but
most
their
teams, they
bikes aren't
don't.
all the same, right?
the Pramac in the factory are.
I mean,
Yep.
So there's
Wow,
4
Proto.
factory bikes.
Proto in the comments is really hating on Yamaha big time.
I see
I don't
that.
know what the fuck his problem is. Okay, I'm just gonna mock his moronic comment at the top first. But he said Attack should switch to Honda and run the Goldwing in baggers. First of all, dude, shut up. That's dumb. I don't know. What do you guys thoughts on that nonsense?
Yeah. Nah. Listen, I get a question from.
He says he owns an R1.
Well, okay.
Dude, in America, the R1 dominates, bro. Like we
Yeah.
won the last 4 years in a row. ¿Qué más tú quieres?
Right.
You know?
What do you want?
Yeah, it's
Thanks
it's
for
hard
the
to beat.
translation there, Ricky Bobby. Appreciate that.
Listen, it's hard to
Shake and bake
beat.
right here, right?
Shake and bake. I like it.
Yeah, dude.
Man, it's hard to beat Attack Yamaha. Dude, Jake Gagne and them, they got they have the best old machine, right? What I mean is they work so good as a team. And
yeah,
it's hard to beat that combination. I don't care who you are. You're going to struggle.
And just a heads up to back up Chunky Bun's comment here. Suzuki, the repeat offenders of quitting and returning again before quitting again. Cunts.
Hold on.
That's hilarious, dude.
Well, there it is.
Wow.
Suzuki. That's the old MotoGP hat, ain't it?
Yeah, that's the old,
Yep, I see it. I know. Dude, which I'm glad to see back in World Superbike, right?
Oh,
yes, let's go. And that Gobert helmet he had.
Oh man,
that was awesome.
We were talking about that on the last episode.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you know what's crazy is at that dinner with the KYT Mafia, you know, I was talking about this. I may have talked about it in the last show, but you know, KYT has sent me a KX1, and you know, I posted it on social media. I was like, check out the KX1.
Yeah.
And then I got a message, and I was like, womp womp womp. You know, you got to send it back. We'll send you another one, dude, with a return label. So they sent me another FIM helmet, the NZ race, but it didn't have a return label in it. So I told them at dinner, and I'm like, hey, it didn't come with it. And they're like, fuck it. Go ahead and keep it.
Nice. Nice.
So like, I gotta get with the painter and have him do a couple of glitter jobs on those 2 helmets now.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
And one of them is going to be like a Gobert replica glitter job thing.
Nice.
That's gonna be sick.
Nice.
Yeah, I think so. I'm stoked. I just got to get Matt to like, you know, come out of retirement briefly to paint my helmet.
Isn't KYT coming out with a new model?
What the fuck did I just say, Chris?
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought you were
KX1.
talking about. The KX1.
You got it.
Hello.
Yeah,
Come on, bro. I got one.
You got the new.
Okay. See,
I don't have it here.
I learned
to
something.
show you, but it's out in the next room. But I'm just not going to get up to go get it for you.
Yeah,
that guy knows people.
I see
that guy knows
up.
people.
I don't know anybody.
I was pointing the wrong way.
Wow. Yeah,
that's
so
good stuff.
she Chunky Bung says she loves Suzuki, so Bobby gets a +1.
Nice.
So you got a gold star from Chunky Buns, apparently.
Straight gold star.
Bobby. That's great. And then
send me some Q-tips. Absolutely.
Proto says that Yamaha's just burning money in MotoGP. It's why he's embarrassed. Wow, dude. Like MotoGP, Yamaha's involvement in MotoGP causes you embarrassment. Does he have like?
I think Fabio's embarrassed.
Fabio's embarrassed.
Oh, that's why he's embarrassed. All right,
he's embarrassed. Is he embarrassed for Yamaha or Fabio?
Yeah.
Like what?
No, for
And then he
himself.
says they quit making sport bikes for consumers. I disagree with that because, you know, everybody talked shit about the R7 before it even came out. Before anybody threw a leg over one, they talked shit about it in the end, right? But then they hit the shores, and when they first came out, every single one of those fucking things was gone before they arrived at the dealership. And as far as I know, dealerships still can't keep them in stock. So which consumers are you referring to, mister?
Who won the last 2 Twins Cup championships?
I'm just Blake
Davis.
Blake Davis.
Right.
One of them.
On an R7.
Yep.
Yep.
Last two in a row, too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he's on a super sport bike now.
Yep.
I think he's kind of like the talented youth of Yamaha.
I signed his bike last year because it was
Did
at KWS. Yeah, they were getting a dyno to KWS. So his dad, Mike, is a good buddy of mine. So he was like, "Hey, you gotta sign Blake's bike." So I put a little Ricky Bobby 39 on there. His last year's Daytona bike.
And then it's really funny reading the comments. You got Irate Barry talking shit to Chris, saying
Yeah.
he's going to provide you some Q-tips.
I'll give you my address. Send them on down.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, please send Mr. Simcoe
Yeah.
Q-tips. He clearly can't fucking hear.
I
That's
can't.
great.
I need new headphones, is what it is.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
You got those headphones at the Taco Bell drive-thru?
Listen, I did. Along when I went and got my new internet service too, because I was tired of that shit. Absolutely.
That's awesome. Wow. Okay. And then Chunky Bun says Yamaha's failing to do so for quarterhead. What Honda did for MM93, meaning Honda focused all their efforts towards the MM93, but Yamaha doesn't seem to have the spine to focus on their top performer. What do you guys think of that comment?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yamaha is just not.
I don't get to see that side of anything over there. I have no idea other than what
I just don't think they were investing. So they've always struggled with the motor, right?
Yeah.
The motor in terms of
the engine always is like forever. Yamaha has been like the handling bike, and
correct. You can't overpower a handling bike. It has to have a well-balanced motor for the handling for it to work. But you got to ride the crap out of it, and Quartararo did it pretty damn well.
Right.
But the other bikes are just doing things that much better, and they've just made a bigger leap and am leaving Yamaha behind.
Well, I've seen a lot of the quote gallery people saying that they should ditch the inline 4 and go to a V4 like everybody else did.
Listen, that's what makes Yamaha. They stuck with the inline 4, right? But going back what Ricky Bobby was saying, they've always been known, like you guys said, they made up the time in the corners, not the straights. You go add more horsepower to it, you done fucked up the balance of the whole bike. They're throwing more electronics on it, more aerodynamics trying to fix it, and then they just keep going down this rabbit hole. It seems like, right?
And Honda just throw this gigantic motor in this thing. It's just pumping out, 300 horsepower, and they're like, "Hey, just go give it to Mark. He'll crash it every corner and keep it up."
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then then nobody else can ride it. And
Yeah.
Zarco was the top Honda. I think he came in 12th.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, I don't even know what to say, man. Like, I mean, I don't know what the answer is over there. I'm sure they're all scratching their heads about what the fuck to do or whatever. But I will say this: I've got what is it? Trevor Watson. It's going to be a Junior Cup conversation about Caldwell Park. Or are we talking about Daytona? Dude, I'm telling you what. I tell you. I didn't tell you earlier that I ran into Mr. Incredible earlier.
Oh, I know. I saw
Peter
the
Pan.
video.
Peter Pan.
I saw him.
Yeah, dude. Trevor's hilarious.
Yeah,
and
he is.
I guess, dude, in MotoAmerica, like Honda fucking threw down a contingency game.
Yeah,
I think Trevor had something to do with it. I think
he did.
No,
too.
dude, Trevor did not. Trevor didn't have shit to do with it. Trevor's just doing what he's told.
He works for Honda.
Yeah, like I said, he's doing what he's told. He's doing his job. He does a good job.
Absolutely, he does.
He was trying to play off like he wasn't getting the new. I know he's got the new. He had the
dude. He's gonna ride old and busted forever.
Old and busted.
Oh,
right?
Glory. I don't get deals on bikes.
He's like, oh, I'm still riding the same 08. I'm like, shut up.
Trevor,
good stuff.
He said the guy's in denial. Yamaha era is over. They're going the way of Suzuki. Do you think so?
No, I don't. I think it would be bad for MotoGP and the sport in general if they lose another manufacturer. Right. So I think they're going to do every fucking thing they can to keep them in there. Because they give the factories money every year to be there. So
I mean,
Suzuki,
I don't know, man. I sure would love to see it be more competitive, and that's across the board, right? Like, I want to see everybody like go out there and have their day,
I mean, it's turned into Formula One.
But the thing is,
absolutely.
The cool thing about MotoGP right now is going into this race, did anybody know exactly who was going to win? No. I mean, I kind of thought Jorge was going to win.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Or Fabio Di Gianantonio, he won it last year. He won the race last year.
Or all the Marquez fanboys, are they still crying?
Probably.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, probably. Dude, but he did good though. You know what I'm saying? Mark Marquez did good.
Did he?
yeah,
Did he?
He did good.
good?
He did all right.
Yeah.
He looked so good on TV when Acosta passed him.
Dude, listen, I was going ape shit in my living room when that happened.
Oh, I know
'cause
you were.
Yeah, I'm a big Baby Jeebus fan.
Oh, we know.
So it was good.
We
shit.
know.
Yeah,
We know.
yeah. Everybody knows. God damn it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I think it's one of those things that everybody was expecting him to get the fanboys were expecting him to get a podium, and he didn't make it.
Yeah,
he didn't.
So,
make it. So
Chunky
therefore, it
Bun
was
said-
a bust.
Chunky Bun
Right,
says
yeah.
she won $100, and I'm suspecting because she was meaning Marquez didn't podium. You know, I had a few bet opportunities like that too, and yeah, I didn't take them because I don't bet, but
Yeah,
I don't bet neither.
you know, hey, I don't know if you guys know this guy. I just got a text message from him, and I'm just gonna say it right now. This guy, he's a former AMA 250 GP guy, and lately, the last couple of years, he's been kind of traveling the country, doing ARMA shit and whatever with his old, whatever the hell the 2-stroke thing that is that he rides. Do you guys know Ralph Staropoli?
no,
Starpoli. I've heard of him.
I'm not
Yeah,
know.
good dude. But I got to read this comment to you guys because he's like, "Why don't you have me on your podcast? I bet you would get more than 4 viewers. You could talk about something you know nothing about, like riding a real MotoGP or real Grand Prix bike, not those street bikes. Just a thought."
That's funny.
Is
Is it going to be at CMP?
I don't know. I don't know what Ralph's schedule is, but dude, he was
I'm
on the
racing ARMA
grind.
this weekend.
He was on the grind for years doing the 250 GP thing, and he still kind of does it.
Yeah.
And I will say this: it was pretty fun watching Nick Einach beat him. You know, the kind of the champ school boss guy.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta kind of root for the skipper over there, but
So that was back when like Rich Oliver was racing and all.
no, I'm talking about ARMA shit. Like some dude gave Nick like an old YZR 500 or whatever.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
That's
like
awesome.
old one, right? And he went out there and just murdered. But I tell you what, Ralph Staropoli on his 250 was like hanging it in there.
Yeah, that's.
So.
I mean, part of the reason why I'm racing ARMA is because like I have a really nice bike now, and I don't want to go get it trashed up. I want to go gentlemanly racing. So like, and I want to go race Vintage Fest. I've been wanting to do it for many years.
Gentlemanly racing, yeah. I mean,
bunch of old dudes.
That thing kind of sits. That thing kind of just sits there now.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I'm kind of in the mode where I just kind of go race when I feel like it, and right now I'm bicycling.
Yeah, you're racing bikes.
I'm not racing them. I'm touring.
Got it.
So you're riding a going bikes then? You're touring?
No,
like
dude. I have a fast bicycle. Bro.
I know you do.
That thing is badass. But no, when you're touring, you're checking out the scenery and the smells and all that hippie stuff.
And vlogging while you're
vlogging.
I'm trying to. Yeah.
How did the helmet cam work out, or the head cam?
Oh, did you not see the video I posted of our pit stops?
I think I did.
It
was a lot
out.
going on.
You see like I climb up over the wall and you see Chavi hit me. Like, I mean, that's, you know.
Oh, I got to go check it out. I was getting ready to drive down to Roebling to go shake down the Triumph. So
shakedown.
Yeah. Found the oil.
Good luck with that one. You got plenty of JB Weld to plug everything up and
zip ties. Right? Yeah. Zip ties and JB Weld. I'm good.
Yeah. Okay, so German Jixer says, who threw away $500 saying he was going to win the championship?
At Chucky Bones.
Marquez.
Not me.
Marquez? I'll make $500 when he isn't champion. Oh, yeah. Like, okay, so Chunky is saying that she bet $500 that somebody, I guess, bet on Marquez winning the championship. Like, who would take that bet right now? That dude hasn't won shit since NAM.
Yeah.
Right.
His days are over, dude. He is not the GOAT and will never be the GOAT. And I don't care who the fuck says otherwise.
True.
They're wrong. They're wrong.
Facts.
You can't go from the worst bike to the best bike and be called the GOAT. You got to go the other way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like Rossi did when he left Honda and went to the Yamaha.
Yeah, and at the time, Yamaha was kind of the worst bike.
And they didn't win a championship.
But then he made it the best. He made the best bike, and then he went to the Ducati, the worst bike, and then didn't work out so well. for him.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Absolutely.
And he came back and continued to win.
Yeah.
Dude. Yep.
Yeah.
2013, and his first race win was Assen. Pretty
Mhm.
sure off the top of my head.
I was
Yeah.
watching it.
Yeah.
Me too. I was in there just absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, at least he finished though, because last year he didn't do it much of that. Like I would take the bet that he'll finish some races. That's what I'm gonna say, and he might pull out a podium or a win here or there, but he ain't gonna win no championship. That's
Coda.
See, I'm already
Coda's
saying
gonna be
8, and I'm using double negatives, hanging out with you idiots.
That's all.
He's got a good chance at Coda because that's his track.
Yeah.
That's his
So
track.
she says, Chunky says that she has one bet for $500 this season and another $500 this season and next season. Love it. Screenshots hold people accountable. Dude,
Nice.
he's like a meme generator from hell, too.
Right.
Is that Danielle?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, come on, man.
Now
you're up to speed. Now you're up to
I'm
speed. You're switched on now? Okay.
Yeah. No,
Got
I
the
didn't
memo.
know.
Yeah.
I got the memo now. I didn't know.
Yep. Yeah, I think Marquez is doing better now than he was on that other thing.
Of course.
But at the same time, the competition has all taken a step forward since he was the man, right? So, and it's fucking, when was the last time that dude was the man? 2019?
Yep.
Yeah. 2019. Yep.
So,
but he's come back from bad injuries where most people would have probably
dude.
quit like doing, right? So his
I mean, he damn near lost his arm, man. You gotta give dude prop.
Absolutely
For sure.
So, but he'll never be the GOAT.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's super talented, all that, but he's never gonna be the GOAT. There's only one Valentino Rossi, and he ain't it.
No, I think he'd do good in World Superbike, Marquez.
No.
You think so?
Yeah, dude. I do.
He won't go to World
No,
Superbike.
he won't. But I'm just saying, if he did, I think
dude, that guy could retire tomorrow and just swim in his millions.
Of course, $25 million a
year.
Yeah,
didn't he take a pay cut?
He did to go to to go.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck about the money. He just thinks he can win on that Ducati, and he could. He ain't gonna win the championship.
He's been bred.
You think the factory is gonna let him win? No.
Matt B.
They didn't let Jorge Martin win last season either.
Yeah, well, Jorge did fuck that thing up and throw it down the road at the end.
Absolutely,
there, didn't he?
Did.
So,
Yep.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, it's been fun, man.
Absolutely.
We're like an hour, almost hour and 15 in.
Yeah, it's been great, man.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping in, Chris.
Yeah, man. I appreciate the invite.
Thanks for jumping in, dude.
Man.
Just a heads up, when you jump into this thing, like you get two choices, dude. You could be jumped in or loved in. So
I jump me in.
Yeah. Good answer.
I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned jump me the fuck in.
Yeah. And again, if you want a Rockwell watch, rockwelltime.com, discount code capital TDZ number 20.
I love it.
20% off. And all the proceeds go to that Randy Couture, his GI.
Oh, really?
Thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
All right.
I think it's called the Extreme Couture
Something
GI thing. I forget. I'm not reading anything, so I'm just like winging it.
Right? I love it. Yeah.
That's the way I do. Yeah.
Me too. Absolutely.
Right on.
It's the best way. It's the best
We
way.
got to give a Pirelli spot because you got two Pirelli riders here, so.
Yeah, well, and one Pirelli vendor. One
yeah,
Pirelli vendor.
Vendor and rider. Yeah. Get a sweet pair of SC3 DOT slicks for your track day. And, yeah.
Well, you could buy the DOT what is it called? Super courses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're all SC3s right now. They're kind of like the replacement for the TD tire, right?
Yeah. That you could leave on your bike and go ride on the street.
Well, if you wanted to do that.
Squid it up.
Simcoe does that shit.
Man, listen, at flip flops and at wife beater,
no helmet, right?
You better not do that on the RC51.
So
you better not do that on the RC51.
Yeah, he's on his RC51. He's got his Tiva sandals on, right?
Jesus, absolutely, you know it. My Waco watch, the whole night. Yeah,
I'm gonna
paint the picture.
I'm painting this picture right now.
Paint it,
Ricky Bobby. You writing the notes? You make
write the notes, Ricky.
Are there jorts? Are there jorts involved with the Tiva
of course
sandals?
It's Simcoe, dude. Of course he's wearing jorts, right? Okay, Tiva sandals, white socks, jorts.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Fishnet tank top.
Fishnet, all the pink.
No
pink
helmet.
No
clear
helmet.
lens Oakley. Blades.
Oh, blades. Yeah.
Get your some, baby. Get some.
And a backwards Myrtle Beach hat.
Dude, straight
up.
And
you know what? Honestly, dude, I just described like 90% of the people that I saw when I was riding in Kansas City. Oh. No, when I was in Kansas City, when I was in college.
Oh, wow.
Really?
I mean, dude, you'd go to Sonic Burger Bike Night in Kansas City out in Lenexa, and no shit, dude. That's what damn near everybody looked like.
Actually, I'll be up that way in the summer going to tactic school at St. Joe's.
I'll be in Oklahoma myself.
Good luck with that.
And
where? You're going to be where?
I'm going to Oklahoma. I'm meeting my buddy Jay. I fly out to Jason's house and me and him drive to Texas for the MotoGP race.
Oh, I was about to say I'll be in Altus, Oklahoma in May 10th.
Are you going to stop at Altus?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's at the Air Force Base.
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah,
you got
absolutely.
it. Yeah, you know, I did Army basic training not too far from there.
That's right. Fort Sill.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Proto says vote 1 to 10. How probable is it that Yamaha wins a race at GP in the next 3 years?
3 years.
Wow, bro. Like
man, he's got a hard on for Yamaha.
I mean, dude, he does. He must have like one of them magic crystal balls, or he's got like the what do you call that thing? The 8-ball thing?
Bobby says.
You're saying 5? Yeah, see, like when I do it, like my hand's fucked up. So it's like 5.
That's 4.5. Let's keep it real.
Going down the straightaway and
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's racing right there. Like,
that's
it's really funny. iNotch has the same thing.
Yeah, so does Kevin Schwantz.
Yep. All right. Well, fellas, it's been a good show.
Absolutely.
Hope you guys feel good about it. Everybody, watch this crap. Share it around. Hopefully, we can do more of it. And who knows, Chris? Thank you for jumping in. Who knows who's going to jump in next time? We've got a list. We're this close to getting Chavi tonight, but he's at a pub.
He's at a pub. We're hoping to get sauced up Chavi to start
trash.
talking
Dude, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, I was like, hey, Chavi, jump into this. And he's like, dude, I'm in a bar.
Even better. Yeah, that's the more reason to jump in.
Yeah, dude. Right on.
Good stuff.
All right,
but yeah, listen, I appreciate you guys inviting me on here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, no worries.
Great to have you.
Yeah,
all right, well, see you guys at the next one, yeah?
Absolutely.
Peace.
See you guys.